Today Phuket weather is not good. It's raining. Last night raining, last few days it was raining. So for the people who want to go for early morning walk, the jogging, the swimming, it's very difficult. But still some people keep doing it. They keep investing in their health. And that is what needed. Now the only thing is we can't quantify it. We don't know how much benefit a person is getting by doing this activity, and the person who is not going for early morning walks and the jog and regular exercise, how much he is gaining or not gaining. This exactly is the soft ROI which we're going to talk today. ROI is return on investment. The investor put money and they expect the payback period. A simple example is suppose someone put $1 million in a business, he wants a payback period. And if you start getting 200,000, just for example, every year, so payback period is 5 years. It's a simple calculation, just in the layman language. ROI is a profitability ratio of investment or project that is based on the gain or expenses. So basically, when we do the ROI calculation, we do calculate how much time it will take to bring the money back. But again, there is two ROIs. One is soft ROI, one is a hard ROI. We're going to talk about it today because soft ROI is always been confused. Soft ROI cannot be quantified. It's there. It gives a benefit, but in the long term, not immediate benefit. But hard ROI, yes, we can quantify. We can see how much money is coming back, how much return is coming. So people always look for the hard ROI. So this is the question coming from the owners and the investors. When I'm going to get my money? But if any investment is based on the soft ROI, you cannot quantify it. Hard ROI can be calculated. It can be quantified. It is like increasing the production, sales in financial terms. But if it is an online project, how much subscriber we get, how many likes we get, so that's the way. There is something which can tell us how my return is coming in terms of money or otherwise. So that's how we call the hard ROI. So let's talk about soft ROI. Soft ROI has an indirect impact on the hard ROI. It can't be quantifiable, but again, like it can increase the employee morale, can be a indirect marketing, the brand value increase because your product is superior, and that's how it indirectly impact or give a positive impact to the hard ROI. So cannot calculate, but yes, there is an impact. And that's why the soft ROI is very important, especially for the established businesses. If there is no project for the soft ROI, it's very difficult to maintain the brand, maintain the value, maintain the product. Let's talk about the cost now, before going to the ROI. The cost can be divided into two again, in a hard cost and a soft cost. A very similar formula. The hard cost is a construction cost. Let's say the building of a restaurant, renovating, a new furniture, all those things are known as hard cost. It's more a physical construction cost, which can be seen easily. We call it hard cost. And hard cost is very important because the soft cost is a associated cost. It is like a consultant fee, it can be insurance, it can be bank interest, so it's linked with my hard cost. So we built up a hard cost, soft cost linked to it. If my hard cost change, my soft cost change, and that's how the entire cost structure is. So basically soft cost is the expenses which are not directly linked to the construction or the building of anything or in any investment, but yes, they are part of it. Without that, obviously, the entire cost structure cannot be completed. So that's how the hard cost and the soft cost is linked. Soft cost is architectural cost, design fee, insurance, financing, anything associated with the main cost, which is a direct cost or the hard cost. There are some instances when ROI is not achievable and the project cost goes beyond control. When the timing increase, obviously the ROI increase, the payback period increase. It all coming because of the hard cost. If hard cost is not calculated carefully, each item is not being listed, the cost not done. If we don't invest enough time in the hard cost or calculating the cost, the ROI bound to be non-achievable or can prolong. There are certain period we need to achieve our ROI. And again, if the soft cost is associated with the hard cost, it's just like a percentage more a variable. So it keep increasing, the financing cost keep increasing, your design fee may be fixed, but other associated consultancy fee will increase. So delaying the project going to impact entire ROI, and that's why the hard costs need to be calculated. Why I talk about hard costs and soft costs today? Because sometimes people ask us, what's the difference? Sometimes only your owner asks you, what's the hard cost? So you tell, it's my hard cost, it's my soft cost. Always divide your cost into two segments when you do the ROI calculation. There are many formats for ROI calculation. We're not going to discuss those formats, but we're just going to talk about more concept. So you calculate all the cost in segment wise, associate the soft cost, you make the full cost structure, and then we calculate the ROI. And then again, ROI is hard or soft, that's a question. So hard ROI is very easy. How much time it takes to get the money back or payback period. I give you an example, like I invest in 1 million, I get 200,000 every month, 5 years I get my money back, my payback period done, 5 years, easy. Is a simple calculation in the layman language, but in actual calculation it varies based on the finance cost, based on other impacts. So what is the basis of calculation? This is the question keep coming. How do we calculate ROI? For a new project, it's an easy one. If I invest money, how my money is coming back. But it's an ongoing project like a renovation. Again, I'll take example of a restaurant. A restaurant generate 10 million of revenue, and if I invest, it starts generating 12 million of revenue each year or 13 million. So there's a difference in the production and the profit. So it's basically doing and not doing. So for a running project, for a running activity, if I do my calculation, it's based on if I do this project or if I don't do this project. And what is the difference of it? Give me the ROI, and that's how we calculate the payback period. Again, it's in a simple language. I mean, the calculation formats and everything is quite different, and calculation methods are little complicated. So why soft ROI is important? Soft ROI can also be measured by improvement in customer satisfaction. By improving the service excellence, we generate the incremental revenue, and it applies for all the hospitality projects, especially for the restaurants, for even the spa, for a hotel. We have a very good example about a spa. In one of our resort, we have a spa where the reception was open. Open means it's not covered, there was no air conditioning. Then we decided to cover the reception and sitting area with a tempered glass and put an air conditioning into it. The revenue shoot up. The revenue, which was 29 million in a year, reached 36, 37 million, because guests start sitting there. Earlier they were not sitting there because of the rain, and now they sit there for long. They start purchasing items, the retail revenue increase. There's a waiting area which is air conditioned, there's a little bit of comfort for the guest. So when we invest this money, it was always a question, how much money we're going to get? Obviously, covering a reception and guest sitting area with the tempered glass and putting air conditioning, putting a little bit new sofas, better sitting area, it does not tell us how much it's going to be. You can't quantify it, you can't calculate it, but in real it start giving us. A return. So this is also a kind of a soft ROI. When we invest, we don't know how much going to be, but start giving us in terms of real return in the hard form. So soft ROI is important to improve your product, to make your brand more popular, and be in the market as a market leader. I can give you example of one of the event we had. The company want to call the celebrity chef, and obviously there's a cost. We have to pay the cost for the chef travel expenses, the media, the marketing. So we calculated the cost. The cost was, for my example, is chef fees was, let's say, 100,000, travel expenses 20,000, media 30,000 to fly into the Phuket and going back. There's a marketing cost, boosting and all. So 155,000 we estimate it going to be my fixed cost for the event. And then we have to generate the money. because everybody say, okay, there has to be ROI. Now ROI becomes so prominent that everybody asks for a small events, what's my ROI when I'm getting my money back? So the management decided to put a ticket value 7,000 per person who want to come in the event with the celebrity chef going to cook. Cost of food is 30% generally, so 2,100. So we say, okay, 7,000 we sell the tickets, 2,100 is my cost, and wine and all gets sponsorship, which is good one. And the chef says, I can do only 2 days. So I have a 2 days event in a restaurant, beachside restaurant, very beautiful. And the chef says, I can cook for the 40 only. So 20 meal each day. That's how we start thinking about the ROI. So what's our ROI? We did our calculation. You can see the screen. So when we did our calculation, we calculated based on 20 tickets, 30 tickets, 40 tickets, 50 tickets. Basically, if I sell for 20 people, 30 people, 40 people or 50 people, the sale value for the 20 people with 7,000 baht is coming 140,000, 30, 210,000, 40, 280,000 and 50, 350,000. And then we deduct the cost of sale, which is 30%. Our fixed charges was 155,000. That's the cost of chef and media cost and the marketing cost. Staff cost, payroll was costing us 30,000 for 2 days, and supplies, utility cost and other cost 10,000. So these are our cost structure. So when we run this matrix, we find if we sell only 20 tickets, there will be loss of 97,000, 30, 48,000. If I sell 40 tickets, there still be loss of 1,000, which chef agrees. If I able to sell 50 tickets, which I have to persuade the chef to cook for 50 people, then only I can make 50,000. So the question comes, why should I do this event? I mean, the chef want to cook only for 40 people. 40 people, if I able to sell 40, I still make a loss of 1,000. If chef agree to cook for 50, then I make 50,000. It's not an event where I'm going to get my money back. Basically, there's no hard ROI. It's a loss. Then we spoke to PR director. She come up with completely different argument. She said, because we're calling media, it's going to give us a brand value. Yes, there is no immediate return, but in future, because the restaurant become popular, there'll be more people coming here to see what product it is. To make a restaurant popular, we need to invest on these events. So there's a soft ROI. We invest now, we don't get it, but in the future, we're going to get it. So hard ROI, yes, we get it in future, but again, we can't quantify it. And that's how it is. So it's a little bit a topic which can be discussed. There can be many arguments, there can be many discussions, but yes, soft ROI is important, and we cannot keep looking at the hard ROI, where's my return? We have to see the soft part, which means the brand value, a customer satisfaction, employee morale, because all of this impact our business, and we need all of these. So any ROI, you mentioned the soft ROI, how much the impact is, and how much it's going to impact it, not in a financial term, how it's going to impact the staff, the customers, my brand value, my business, my position. Position is also very important. I have to position my product certain level. All of this coming after we invest without thinking of hard ROI. The soft part need to be considered, not in a financial term, but in other terms, because finally it's a business. It's for a long term. It's not a short term, and long term is supported by the soft ROI. So there's a relation between the soft ROI and hard ROI. Hard ROI we calculate, soft ROI we cannot calculate, but it impacts the hard ROI. It gives an indirect impact and the long term. Now the question comes, when you talk about the cost also hard cost, soft cost, and here ROI also soft ROI and hard ROI. So is they related? No. Soft cost and soft ROI technically not related. All four are important. Soft cost, hard cost, soft ROI, hard ROI. All of them are important. We generally see hard cost, soft cost and hard ROI, not the soft ROI. It's an invisible part. It's linked to everybody, but you can't see it. You can't directly link it. It depends on how you're investing your money. So the soft ROI and soft cost is not related technically, but they are. So soft ROI and hard ROI are related. but you can't see a relation in the spreadsheet, but impact is there. So anyway, all these four are connected to each other. My point of talking about soft ROI so much is, whenever we do ROI, please mention how much we're getting a soft ROI in terms of the satisfaction of the customer, employees, brand value, position, whatever. But that note need to be there. The investors need to understand, if I'm investing money, yes, this much money I'm getting back, but what additional I'm getting, this is the additional part, is a more important part, is a support part. I take an example of the renovation of a coffee shop. The investment in the change of the equipments and artwork, fixtures, fitting, it may not give a direct increase or improvement in the revenue, but it will have a direct impact on the guest, on the employees, employee morale, the positioning, the brand, and the return will be in long term. It's not immediate return. Like if a coffee shop want to have a cheese room next to it or a wine room next to it, where the people can select their own wine or own cheese, direct ROI is not possible. But again, the product becomes different. The guests come with a different thinking, a different clientele is coming to you, and in long term you start getting return. And if I want to enhance my product by additional activities, by giving a space for the wine, for the coffee, for cheese, I cannot calculate that the return is coming immediately, but definitely the product improve and the return is coming in long run. So that's why the soft ROI is. So I'll suggest all of you, when you calculate your ROI, make sure the soft ROI to be mentioned, which is a long term. But yes, because we are in business, we have to think about long term. It's not a short term. So each ROI calculation must have comment showing the importance of the soft ROI. This is the time to hit the gym to work on your health. Soft ROI.